Hi, I'm Lori F. Dean, and welcome back to video number 3 of Dishrag to Dynamo. And as you can see, I'm still outside. The power has not come back on. It is a major outage. It's been, 4 hours or more now, and we're just keeping the videos rolling, but we're still outside, dealing with a bit of wind. Got my trusty rock here because the papers were blowing all over the place before. But you know what? This is okay, because you are here, you are excited, I am excited, and we're just going to keep going, okay? We are dealing with Dishrag to Dynamo, a powerful and practical path for you women about to enter your 50s, in your 50s, or in your 60s, who are just sick and tired of being in a sedated life, and you want to move from that sedation to a life full of sizzle. And this is a 4-step transformational journey that you are undertaking, and we're going to get you there, okay? We've already talked about where you are. Remember yesterday we went through the prison? We talked about being a dish rag, what it feels like. What does that mean? I showed you my dish rag, which is now gone. I think I've thrown it away. And what it means to feel like one, what it means to be stuck in prison. We talked about some of the behaviors that we get involved in when we don't feel worthy. And we went through a whole list of feelings of what it felt like for us, what it does feel like for us when we are stuck in our prison. The big one of disconnect can trigger all of those. And all of those can feed back to disconnect. Okay, so enough of the pain, enough of the prison for now. Let's move to paradise. Let's move to Dynamo. What does it mean to you to be a dynamo? What does it feel like to you to be a dynamo? Now you might say, well, Lori, I'm not there yet. I have no clue. I don't know what it feels like. I challenge you, because I invite you to look inside. If you are looking for something different than this, and you know that you don't want to be any of these things anymore, what is it you want to be? What is the opposite of having no control? What is the opposite of scarcity? Want to find out? Let's remove the handy-dandy little post-its here and see it. Pick my glove off. Okay. So when you have no control, what's the opposite of that? Having control. Being in control of your life. That feeling that you get when you know that you are in control, that you are in charge of every aspect of your life. That doesn't mean you have to be stern and rude and bitchy. It just means you are grounded, you are firm, you know your foundation, and you know how to be in control. And of course, the opposite of scarcity is abundance. Abundance in all things. Abundance in relationships, abundance in your bank account, abundance in your body. What is the definition of abundance for you? We've also looked at when we're in our prison that we are confused and asleep. So when we're not confused and we're not asleep, we are clear and we are awake. We are clear. We are clear about who we are and who we are not. We are clear about how we live our lives. We are clear about the choices we make. We are clear about the directions we're taking. We are clear about every aspect of what it means to live a dynamic, dynamo life. And we're awake. We are alive. We are in the moment, the present moment, the moment of now, which is really all we have. We'll be talking about that in a lot more detail in a future video, but that is what it's like to be in paradise. Some of the other things we looked at being unstable, and we looked at being broken. When we're in paradise, we are grounded, we are whole, we feel complete, we know who we are, we know what we are, we know why we are here, we know what we are meant to do. And I challenge you to believe that what you are meant to do is not necessarily what you've been told you should do. Okay? Keep that in mind. Then we talked about being reactive and destructive. Oh, sorry. Fear. We talked about fear. How could I forget fear? The opposite of fear is faith. And I'm not just talking about faith in God or any religious entity as you know it. I'm talking about faith in life, faith in the universe, faith in yourself. Faith that you know what is best for you. Faith in all areas of your life that you can make a competent decision based on what is best for you. Active. Reactive basically means something happens to us which creates a reaction in us. When we are active, we are actively making life happen for us. We are actively engaging in life. And we are understanding that whatever is going on around us is the reality. Yeah. Destruction all around. We may think when we are in prison that we are doing something good for ourselves. We may get so mad and say, damn it, I am better than this, and I'm going to go exercise, and I'm going to eat better, and I'm going to walk 10 miles a day, and I'm gonna. And you start on that path, and your intentions are wonderful, and you're so angry that you're going to change everything overnight. You're setting yourself up for more destruction if you don't have the understanding as to why you want to exercise and eat better and look better. You're going to burn out and you're going to fail. And it's going to feel destructive. When you come from a place of creation, you are creating the ideal situation for you, the ideal situation for your body, for your health, for your mind, for your life. You are creating it. You are coming from a place of power, connected to source, that is building the life that you are meant to have. It's creation versus destruction. Powerless versus power. As you can see, when we talk about all of these things in paradise, how powerful that stand is. How energized we feel. And I don't mean we're going to push our way through life in power and say, get out of my way. Although we probably feel like we could sometimes when we come from this place, but we have the power. The power to live the way we choose to. The power to make choices. And the choices that we make may not change a lot from what we're doing now in terms of who we are interacting with, our job, our living situation, but our power to accept what's happening and our power to take creative action to fix the things that aren't working, that's all comes from us. Once we know the secrets, all right? And of course, the opposite of this pain is the pleasure. The pleasure that we get from living this kind of life. I'm going to put my glove on because my hand's getting cold. The pleasure that we enjoy from being a dynamo. That doesn't mean we will never experience pain, but we will never look at pain in quite the same way again once we're coming from this place. How do we get there? How do we get all of this? Through connection. Being connected to the source of life, the source that emanates through all things in the world and that emanates through you, that drives you, every aspect of your human being. Dynamo paradise, Dishrag prison. Dynamo paradise, Dishrag prison. How do we get here? What's the journey look like? Is it a far distance from here to here? Can we traverse the gap? I'm going to talk about that in our next video as we look at the first of the 4 steps on your way to being the bold, brilliant, and bountiful being you came here to be. We're going to look at connection. So come on back to the next one, and maybe the power will be back on. Maybe we'll be inside. And if not, it's okay. We'll have fun out here. Catch you in a bit on the next video.